Greetings, everyone. Megabyte here. We got the Super Formula Lights at Virginia International Raceway, and we actually found some speed here. It's been a while since I've gotten in the Formula cars, so I didn't have high expectations, but so far looks like we put it P3 with a 2.4K strength of field, and man, this car is fun at this track. I don't know if any Formula cars like this one actually race here, but wow, what a hoot. Hoping to survive this race. Should help that we're starting toward the front. Let's get on the grid and see how it goes. All right, we're gridded up. It's time to go racing here at Virginia.
Green flag, green flag.
A little bit of a slow start.
Car on your left. The next car's the leader. Stay on the right.
Big mistake.
You're on the left.
Out of the pole sitter there. See if we can take advantage. Not going to try anything goofy through here on the first lap. Tires are cold. Got a decent exit from Oak Tree. Moved up to P2 right off the bat. See if we can stay in touch with the leader here.
David Cody, you're blinking pretty bad.
Me and Flavio here can run away. That would be sweet. That's not going to help. The end's getting a little squirrely on me through there. Tires are still a little bit on the cold side. Don't try it. We're out of the draft to the leader now. That made me go pretty deep on my braking right there. Holding on to P2.
Car on. Clear.
Flavio's running away with it.
Thank you for waiting, whoever that was.
Left
I don't
side
team push. I don't team
clear.
push.
Left side clear. The car in P1 just at the buster flat.
I don't team push,
37.279.
amigo. There's un push, amigo.
Jeez, Francisco. He doesn't want to push, bro. Guy behind me went off there. It's a tricky section. Alright, we gotta reel back NP2 here. In the draft.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.9
Still
seconds.
a lot of time left in this race. Start sizing up the places that we can possibly go around here.
The car in P1 just at the buster flat. 37.114.
Looks like we could make a move right here.
Right side.
Not going to this lap. He gets a pretty good run most of the time out of Oak Tree, it looks like. So I don't know if we're going to be able to make a move down this straight. I think I want to start going back down to fourth gear for that corner. Seemed like I could make fifth stick, but how's everybody doing? This is a YouTube exclusive video. That's right, I'm not streaming right now, just shooting a video. So I hope you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to subscribe and tap that like button if you get a free second. Finally getting back in the Formula car. Been a minute. Been so absorbed with the IMSA racing and the other stuff we've been doing, some solo endurance races.
The gap is 1.1.
Lots of fun stuff. But I've been wanting to get back in the Formula car, so here we are. Whipping that inside curb upsets the car an awful lot. Looks like I fell out of the draft from Scott here. I have to catch back up. I'd be happy with a P3 in this race, though. That's pretty good. That's where I qualified.
7.
A little hot into there. Got a 2-second gap behind. That's fairly comfortable. Not super comfortable, but definitely like to get back in the draft up here of Scott. But man, he's moving now. No. Wow.
The lead has gone off.
I thought I was dead.
Go right. Left side. Clear on the left.
All right, well, the leader had a problem. We almost had a major problem.
Good luck.
Don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to this spot. He seemed pretty quick. Tires are fully warm now. This car turns into a rocket ship. Clip that inside curb again. He's going to have the draft here. He's probably going to go right around me. Yep.
Left side. Still there.
Terrible.
Clear.
You guys just keep fighting. I'm trying to catch up.
Clear.
Couldn't handle the overspeed into that corner. You got it there, Flavio? It's amazing the comparisons between this car and driving the LMP2. Actually feels very, very similar. Just barely in his draft right here. He seems to have a pretty low downforce setup. Yeah. He's pulling away from me even when I'm in his draft. Boys out front seem to have practiced a bit. That felt quick as nails through there. And he's still pulling time on me. We're slowly walking away from Robert out back. Scott's way out in the lead now, though. Almost a 5-second gap up to him. Robert's keeping me on the toes behind, though.
The car in P2, just at the fastest lap, 36.926.
He's not letting that gap grow. Usually the IMO setups are like a cheat code for these cars, but it seems like everybody else has kind of caught on. Because for a while there, man, the IMO setup on this car was like, even if a guy was in your draft, you were still walking away from him down the straight, but it appears that's what's happening to me now. Oh, there's our first incident point. A little deep there. Yeah, that final corner on the front straight, I'm still not doing as fast as I could be doing, that's for sure. Turn one, I feel like we're doing pretty good. This little section right here, we're doing pretty good. Speaking of doing pretty good, how's everyone doing out there? Let me know down in the comments. Tell me how things are going. What you're liking this season of iRacing. Maybe you just got something really cool going on in your life. Love to hear about it. I'm trying to get on throttle just a touch too early right there.
Oh, jeez, man. Moving on the braking.
Robert Ridgway still trying to make a game out of it back there.
Leader is running 37.386. Just at the fastest lap of the session. The car in P2, just at the fastest lap, 36.816.
It's a quick lap. Quicker than I've ever managed.
Podium is looking good.
You don't say that now, Jim. See? Look what you did, Jim. Podium's looking good, he says. What a doofus. Yep, wheel's broken.
You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Podium's looking good. What a doofus. What crew chief would ever
work
say
together,
that to a
Mark,
guy
goodbye, UK.
with 10 minutes left in a
Yeah,
race?
Yeah,
The damage, I'm
yeah, that's
afraid
what I
it's
was
over.
thinking.
No crew chief would ever say that. With 10 minutes to go, holding on to third place. Oh, thanks everybody for watching. We'll take a look at the results from this one in a minute. All right, so going back looking at this incident, hard to believe that this was so much damage that the car couldn't even be repaired. I mean, I guess we hit the wall pretty decently, but I mean, the right front wheel is apparently completely disconnected from the car, and that's too much damage to even repair and finish the race. So we're gonna fall all the way to 15th or 16th spot. Not sure exactly which spot yet.
No worries, man. I couldn't bear it.
Either way, major disappointment that the race ended that way. Going back to the start here,
P5 right now.
we got a pretty slow start. I missed my start just a little bit, and fortunately was able to make it up here in turn 1 with the leader just getting on the brakes way too hard, getting loose. Car next to him having to back out because of that to avoid a collision, which let me through into P2 right off the bat. But as you know from watching the race, we fell back to P3. We were riding there pretty happily, but then I'm going to blame the crew chief. I don't know any crew chief in anywhere in real racing that would tell his driver with 10 minutes to go in a race, as he's coming into a tricky corner section, that the podium is looking good. I don't think any crew chief has ever said anything like that to a driver, especially during a tricky section of track. But I don't think he would say it anyway. You don't talk about that. You don't talk about a podium looking good when there's still 10 minutes to go in a race. It's not something you do. Anyway, rant over on that, but it might be time to get a new crew chief. Oh my gosh. What an incident that was. Did this guy move? I mean, he kind of closed the door. Was he off before this or something? Yeah, okay, so he was off track, going kind of slowly, rejoins, almost hits that car, makes a little gap on the right, and then moves right. So, yeah. I bet this guy was pissed. I bet Donald was not too happy after that one. Kind of a tough incident to put the fault on anybody for sure, though. It's just kind of one of those things that ends up happening sometimes in racing. I mean, honestly, Donald could have just slowed down and his race would have kept going. But it's super hard to do when you're flying down a straightaway to hit the brake pedal because the guy in front of you is not leaving enough space to go down the track. Oh, Gavin. Looks like he finished P4, recovered from that incident through there. That was he was right behind me at that point when he spun. I remember that. Good save. What the? Was Francisco trying to push him? You can't push in these cars.
White flag this time.
Okay, so that's where Flavio lost it. Did he just... He must have some really heavy rear brake bias. Oh, he touched the grass. Touched the grass right here. Or no, he just got on the white line. But it's acting like he's got grass on his tire. Did he get off into the grass here? This is weird. Yeah, it's acting like he's in the grass right there. That's pretty strange. And then, thankfully, he could have been a real doofus here and just drove right back on the track. Glad he left enough space for me to go by. Oh, wow. Oh, that's race over for David here. Yuck. And then here's my incident. Just looks so innocent. Man, I still can't even really figure out what exactly went wrong here. I was a little bit loose on entry, but I don't feel like I was way offline from where I usually was going through there. Not exactly sure what I did different. If we bring up the telemetry and go with the onboard here. Guess I was on the throttle fairly early.
Congrats, mate.
But I felt like, I don't know.
I also got Watkins wet hose that started a couple hours. Still race. Yeah, Gavin, I didn't have enough speed, man.
Looks like everybody had a great race except the guys that wrecked. Looks like I finished 16th.
That was good fun.
6 laps down.
All right, sorry, I must have my voice chat turned down way low in the headphones. What were you trying to tell me?
Oh, race forward. I wasn't going to do anything stupid, so you didn't make mistakes because Mark was catching us.
He said he was not going to do anything stupid.
There's my incident. What else happened here? We got Tristan McLaren. Oh, Tristan.
Checkered flag,
I
checkered
don't
flag.
exactly know what I was doing.
Better schedule some testing. We'll get them next time.
No, typically when somebody comes up on your ass, you'll start looking in the mirrors more than looking in front of you.
And that's
now
about
I'm
it for this
here.
one. We're going to go ahead and
well-
take a look at the results. Here's our results that could have been so good. But hey, we had some pace there in a car that we haven't driven in quite some time. And we got away with getting some safety rating, even though we wrecked out of the race. We lost 32 I rating, but hey, our Formula I rating is still over 2.3K. For Formula cars that we don't drive very often, we're still doing pretty well there. And to jump into a race like this with some boys that had some real pace on them and be running top 3, got to feel pretty good about that. I mean, I was sort of keeping pace with this Flavio guy, and he's a 6K Formula driver. I was dancing with Scott there for a little bit. He's almost 4.1K. I was beating Robert, and he's a 4.1K driver as well. So feel like I held my own there for a second, just couldn't put it all together. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you tap the like button, subscribe for more of them, and we'll see y'all next time.